Hello, beautiful people. Chat! I have made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment. I listened to someone on Twitter recommending me a show.
Benny's Adventure Team, assemble!
Someone in chat, someone on my, okay, so I've been binging some anime lately, and I have been sharing my thoughts on shows as I finish them for the past like few days. 2 days ago, I watched Freerun and Dungeon Meshi, and I was very positive on Freerun.
Join me on an adventure.
Somewhat mixed feelings on Dungeon Meshi. Okay. Hi. And then yesterday I watched Apothecary Diaries, which was an incredible show. Very, very pleasant surprise. Like, very, very pleasant surprise. It might actually make it into my list of recommendations. It's just that fucking good. Outside of Vinland Saga, probably the best thing to have come out in the past few years. Like, actually amazing show. And I said it was very pog. You guys were right. And under the comments of that tweet, someone said you should watch Eminence of Shadow. It's very good. And I, in my innocence and naivete, I listened to them and I watched it, and I am here to tell you that it might actually be the worst show I have watched in my life. It has an 8 point something on my anime list. I don't get it. It is so fucking bad. Like, okay, at least, alright? At least other fucking garbage isekai has the I don't know. It knows that it's bad, okay? So, like, at least they have fast pacing and speed shit along. They're gonna be a 12 episode show from beginning to end. And, like, they know they're not getting a second season. They know no one's gonna watch it. And at least the pacing is quick, right? But Eminence and Shadow does not realize that. It doesn't realize how much of a waste of time it actually is. It has a second season. I know! I watched that too! It was worse! You should know this about me. I'm a dedicated hater. In one morning actually, I woke up at like 1 a.m. and I watched all of it.
Good things come to those who
You should know this about me by now. I'm a dedicated hater, okay? I triple crowned my Hu Tao to shit on her because I thought Xiangling was better, okay? You should know this about me. So yes, I did watch the whole thing, okay? And I am here to tell you, it doesn't get better. It doesn't redeem itself. It is so fucking bad. You know, at least shit like Sword Art Online has the fucking defense that, you know, it was a while ago, right? The genre wasn't really that developed, and a lot of the stuff that is kind of boring was at least original back then, right? At least. At the very fucking least. Eminence and Shadow has no such defense. Okay? It's awful through and through, alright? It presents itself as a satirical show, except they forget to be funny or interesting, and so it doesn't feel like satire, it just feels like ass! Like, you can talk shit about Konosuba, okay, I'm with you, but at least it does feel like it is satire, right? At least you can, like, it doesn't feel like it's just awful. It feels like it has a point with its awfulness, right? That is never the case for Eminence and Shadow. Yeah, like Eminence and Shadow is trying to be Konosuba meets Code Geass, and it doesn't work, man. Okay? It doesn't work. It does not work. One man's ass is another man's treasure. I mean, that is indeed how gay relationships work. Anyways. Dude, no, but seriously, it's so bad. It's actually so bad. Have you watched Parasite? Yes, I have. I liked Parasite a lot. It was a long time ago that I watched it, though. So I don't know if it holds up.
Let's go find some treasure.
Give me one chance to redeem myself? Fuck no. Have you watched Steins Gate? Yeah. I thought it was good, but it's been such a long time. Steins Gate was one of the first anime I've watched. Like, outside of the few episodes of Naruto I caught on TV as a kid, anime that I actually seeked out when I was a teenager was like Death Note, Steins Gate. I don't know what else there was. Have you watched Dungeon Meshi? Yeah, I watched it a few days ago. It was alright. I think the biggest issue with Dungeon Meshi is that I watched it right after I watched Freerun, and it is not as good as Freerun. Like, I think it's definitely above average, but compared to Freerun, it just, yeah. It's better. It's not. It's got more of a gimmick, but Freerun is not a gimmick show. It doesn't need a gimmick. It's good. It's good on its own merits. But I personally think that Apothecary Diaries is significantly better than Freerun, and I will stand by that. Apothecary Diaries. is a fucking banger. I will say though, like I vibe a lot more with the genre than I vibe with the fantasy genre.
Adventure time.
As a fellow tax evader, I agree. True. Artifact substats elector soon? Yeah, we don't have a lot of details about it. I wouldn't be too optimistic so far. Do you pay taxes? I wish I didn't, but I do. No, but honestly, like, I really stand by Apothecary Diaries. Dude, I think Apothecary Diaries might... I might actually finally have something to put in the third spot of my top 3. You know? Like, I've known for a while that Mob Psycho is my favorite anime. And ever since I watched Vinland Saga, I've had a solid number 2. But I haven't had... a like solid third show. And I think Apothecary Diary might be there. I'll have to rewatch it to be sure. I didn't expect you to like it since it's kind of slow paced. I mean, I don't like slow pacing if the plot doesn't call for slow pacing. But if Apothecary Diaries was paced faster, the pacing would be ass. It's supposed to be slow. Have you seen Monster? I haven't seen all of it. I kind of got tired of it around episode 50. That is a show... Because, okay, slow pacing on a 24 episode show is, like, fine. On an 80 episode show, that's a little... that's a little much, you know? Watches One Piece, complains about pacing. At least they're loud, okay? But no, I will say this and stand by it. I think Monster is the only show in the world that has worse pacing than One Piece.
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
I really do. Anyways, I don't know what I'm gonna watch next. I gotta figure it out. I need to cleanse my soul from Eminence of Shadow. Watch ReZero? I don't think I watched the latest season of ReZero. I could rewatch ReZero. What do you suggest at baby's first anime? I think it depends on the sort of genre you like. I think if you like sports stories, Haikyuu. The Apothecary Diaries is perfect as the first anime. I think if you're a history nerd, I would agree, yeah. If you like action, I think Attack on Titan. If you like comedy, the thing about comedy is that most comedy anime rely on your knowledge of anime tropes for their punchlines, which makes it so that comedy anime tends to be a lot less funny to people that haven't watched other anime before. Right, like my favorite comedy anime by far is Psyche-K, but it's not as funny if you don't know, if you're not familiar with the anime tropes that, like, fuck, what's her name? Blue hair girl. I forgot what her name is. I'm really bad with names. Tehudashi, yeah. And like if you don't, yeah, if you don't know what Kogomi is based on, like what anime trope Kogomi is based on, or fucking loser guy, what's his name? Uh, Kaido, yeah. Like if you're not familiar with the tropes the characters are based on, they're just not quite as funny. Because it's very much a satirical show. I still think it's gonna be funny, but I don't think you're gonna enjoy it as much as if you were familiar with the tropes to begin with. Nendo is the go. Yeah, I think Nendo's gonna be funny no matter what. Nendo's not reliant on a trope to be funny. Nendo's just fucking hilarious. Is the title related to the Jeff's impression on Freerin? No. Jesus Christ, no. What else? What other anime work well as baby's first anime? Baki? No fucking shot. Demon Slayer? No. I feel like someone who watches Demon Slayer is gonna think anime is hard carried by its animation because Demon Slayer is hard carried by its animation. Kaguya for rom-com enjoyers? I think Kaguya is also kind of reliant on anime tropes. What's the worst anime to introduce to my girlfriend? Ooh, that's hard. You could either go for something really fucking weird, or something really weird, like in a normal way, I guess. Yuri on Ice. Yuri on Ice is not a bad anime to introduce to someone. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, actually, I think Food Wars is a great example of a show that is completely unwatchable if you're not already familiar with anime.
Staring into my
Like,
eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what
you have to, you need. I feel like in order to be able to watch Food Wars, you need to have developed a certain resistance to the fucking anime bullshit. And it's not that bad if you have developed that resistance, but God, man. I reincarnated as a vending machine. Great anime, Klugi. Klugi. Vending machine. You think I was surprisingly okay? Maybe that's what I'll watch next. Then.
something you wish to report.
Oh God,
You have my
I'm setting myself up for failure, aren't I? Oh well.
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Focus on okay as not shit like some others like Evidence, but still not good. Okay. Okay. That's good to know. So Jeff watching trashy anime arc began. I watch a lot of dog shit shows, okay? Like, in the past few days, I've watched a lot of garbage. I just don't tell you guys about it because it doesn't stand out, right? But, like, I watched... what did I watch? Oh, you know what I need to watch, actually? I, I need to watch the 3rd season of Misfit. I haven't watched it yet. It's really bad? Oh, no. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Okay, I watched this. It was weird. I don't have much to say about it. I watched this. It was weird. I don't have much to say about it. I watched this. It was omega weird. Jesus fucking Christ. Holy shit. I watched this. It was weird. I don't have much to say about it. Like, I've watched it. It's just like there's nothing to say, you know. Like it's ass. You sound like you enjoy watching bad shows. Sometimes watching a bad show is a nice way to like clear your brain and not think about life. But I cannot stress this enough. Eminence in Shadow was so bad that it just made me feel worse about myself. What's the worst anime you've watched? I think it's Eminence in Shadow. It's so bad. Eminence's Shadow is peak comedy isekai. No, it's not! Your sense of humor is just, ha ha! Anime waifu! Ha!
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Eminence has good fan service, though. That's an oxymoron. There is no such thing as good fan service. There's bad fan service and worse fan service. That is it. Almost everything is fan service. Yeah, and fan service makes shows worse. I stand by that. Anyways. But yeah, I would say though, like I talked about it like a couple days ago, but I would say that The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic is probably the only show out of the ones that I've watched lately that I went into it thinking was going to be completely awful and actually wasn't that bad. Like, I wouldn't call it good, quite, but like, it was surprisingly decent. The flashback was so good. The flashback was ass. I skipped over it.
What could the children be up to? Never mind.
We knew exactly what was going to happen and pretty much how it was going to happen too. I don't need a, like, 1.5 episode flashback to tell me how the character who has said multiple times that they regret not being able to save their squad, well, as it turns out, their squad was killed. No! Really? Like, I think the flashback actually, like, a solid -1 out of 10 to the overall score of the anime. There were no stakes whatsoever. It was way too long. Every flashback is bad? I don't think so. The Jeff's anime takes makes me like him more. Finally, someone with media literacy and taste. Thank you. Your payment will be processed in the next 3 business days.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Chat, I might actually watch Mushoku Tensei just because I'm a dedicated hater. I know I'm not gonna like it. I don't really want to. But like, the MC is insufferable. I know. I watched a couple episodes before I knew what it was about. If you take out the pedophile stuff, the show is fine. Oh, I see. Well, when you put it like that. When you put it like that. I see. Have you watched Akame ga Kill? I did when I was very young. I don't remember much about it.
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
What's your top 5 anime character? Don't include Usopp and Reagan. Well, might as well just ask me for my top 7 then. It's a good question, though. I think Nendo's up there, for sure. Moew. I don't know how much of a hot take this is, but I kind of like Jinchi more than Moew. Is that a hot take? I feel like it probably is, actually. He's a more nuanced character? I mean, yeah, because he's older. I do like pretty boys more. True. He's 2 years older? Really? Are you sure? Oh, that's spoilers. Oh no. Fuck. Shit. I see. Well, okay. Well, it is what it is. It's fine. Um, I think maybe they both make it into my top 5, though. If we're not including... Actually? Maybe even if we are including... I think I like both of them more than Usopp. At the end of the day, as much as I love Usopp, One Piece is not a character-driven show. So Nendo, for sure. Moew, Jinchi. Who else? Mob?
What could the children be?
Maybe. Thorfinn? I don't think Thorfinn makes it, no.
Let them do as they please.
Askeladd. If Thorfinn doesn't make it, Askeladd definitely doesn't make it. I don't know. Aaron, real. Real. Can I include movies? If so, I would include Shoya from A Silent Voice. So Nendo, Jinshi, Moew, Mob, and Shoya. Would probably be my top 5 characters if we're not including Reagan. And if we are including Reagan, I think Mob gets knocked out. I think Mob would be number 5. Who is Nendo? He's a character from Psyche K. And he's so funny. He's so fucking funny. He is so funny. Man. I also really love Nendo's parrots, that's true. Real laughs even remembering it. Bro, okay, I don't think you realize how funny Nendo is. Like, Psyche K is the funniest anime there is, and Nendo is the funniest part of Psyche. So, like... yeah. But yeah, so my actual top 5 anime characters, if I were to actually order them, I think number 5 would be... number 5 would be Nendo. Number 4 would you... number 4 would be Shoya from A Silent Voice. Number 3 would be Moew. Number 2 would be Jinshi. And number 1 would be Reagan. I think that's my top 5. Raiden the Frog Goat, true. Who is Moew? She is the main character from Apothecary Diaries. Maybe there's recency bias involved, but I don't know. You like Moew and Jinshi that much? Yeah, I mean, I don't really care much about the history aspect of Apothecary Diaries. Like, to me, what carries the show is its characters. Anyways. We'll do this, maybe, today. What else are we gonna do today? Probably Cap. No, not Cap. Okay, cool. Alright, because I streamed late yesterday. Definitely recency bias. I don't know. Usually I'm not too prone to recency bias. Like, it took me a while to really say that Vinland Saga was my second favorite. I said it was good right after watching it, but I didn't say it was my second favorite anime until like a month or 2 after I'd watched it. Maybe that means Apothecary Diaries is gonna overtake Vinland Saga, because I already know it, or I'm already fairly certain it makes my top 3. So maybe it'll make my top 2. You haven't done Abyss? Yeah, it's the same Abyss as last time, and it's not a really fun Abyss. I'll do it at some point. But yeah, the fact that Apothecary Diaries popularity is 530 is like such a shame. I mean, I get it. It's because the genre is not something that people tend to like as much. That's probably why it's also only an 8.9. Right? Like, the average My Anime List ranker likes action and fantasy a lot more. Which is probably why Freerun is a fucking 9.3 right now. I liked Freerun, but it's not a 9.3. And the equivalent of My Anime List in Japan, Freerun isn't even top 10. I mean, I think that makes sense. Like, personally, I don't know if Freerun makes my top 10. I think it is the best show in its genre, but it's... I don't know. What is your top 10? That's a difficult question. Maybe Freerun would make it into it. I'm not sure. What I know is that my number 1 is Mob Psycho, and I doubt that's gonna change anytime soon. And that my numbers 2 and 3 are probably Vinland Saga and Apothecary Diaries. Other than that, Psyche is gonna make it for sure. Mobile viewer, hee 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 ha. What genre do you like? How about Mashal? Mashal doesn't even make the top 100, probably. It was a fun watch, but there's a lot of shows. There are a lot of shows out there. You think FMA is a good intro into anime? No, I don't think so. I think the first anime you watch should be good from episode 1. It shouldn't need 5 episodes to start becoming good. So I would not recommend FMA as your first show. People that are more patient are gonna end up liking it, but people that are less patient are just gonna drop it. You think Code Geass is a better starter anime? Jesus, that's a hard question. Code Geass is not very good, but is it a better start to anime than FMA? Maybe. At least it's like the main issue with Code Geass is that it doesn't live up to its plot doesn't live up to its premise. Its premise is really interesting, but the plot is ass, the characters are boring, and it doesn't really go anywhere interesting. Right? But at least it does like keep you interested for the first like 10 episodes at least. So maybe it would be a better show to start anime with than FMA. But I don't think either of them are very good to start with. I think FMA overall is pretty good, but it's early pacing and just the early episodes are so bad. I unironically think My Hero is a good start. Honestly, I agree. That's probably a hot take, but I agree. Mobile viewer, you didn't answer my question. What genre do you like? If only Mineta didn't exist, yeah. 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 Adventure, maybe? Hmm. One Piece, terrible, terrible anime to start with, that's for sure. Hmm. What would be a good first anime recommendation for someone who likes adventure shows? Yeah, actually, definitely. Hunter x Hunter. I would recommend Hunter x Hunter to you. If you're looking for a good starting anime, that's adventure, I would recommend Hunter x Hunter. There are two Hunter x Hunters. Watch the one from 2011, not the one from before that. Yeah. And let me know what you think. So it says Zajef, my anime list reviews. Listen, okay, if you want to send me your my anime list for my anime list review, I will review your my anime list. What is this? Okay. So, Jesus Christ. Anime stats 400 watched, 60 dropped. Wait, how do I see your suck my balls? Nice. All anime stats. Score distribution only 110. Interesting. How do I... Oh, I can't filter because I... Oh my god. I can't use filter unless I become a supporter? Wait, that's ass. That's cringe. Wait, never mind. I can't rate your my anime list. You can sort? I literally can't even view all. It's my anime list supporter only. Just click anime list. Where? This? Oh! Okay. Okay, so Steins Gate a 10. Cowboy Bebop. Oh no 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 no. This is not. No 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 no. No no no. Okay okay, you're redeeming yourself a little. Okay. Wait. Only a 9? You rated season 3 below season 2? No, you have no media literacy. And you have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sorry. This is awful. There's some things that are good, okay? Vinland Saga being here, you know, Love Psycho, JoJo. Maybe JoJo being a 9 is a little generous, but wait, actually, what do you think of each part? Well, let's take a look. So JoJo season 1? No. This is okay, so JoJo okay, never mind. JoJo season 1 and 2, an 8. Wait, you gave part 4 an 8? And part 5 a 9? No! 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 Man! Okay, let's look at score ascending. Let's look at the your worst scores. Oh, fuck. It starts with the ones you didn't score. Okay. Let's look at what you think is awful garbage. In Another World with My Smartphone. Okay, I don't know what this is, but I'm not judging. Okay, Sword Art Online, 7 Deadly Sins, okay. Fairy Tale, okay. My First Girlfriend is a... Jesus Christ. That time I got reincarnated as a slime, a 2 out of 10. That's an interesting take. I don't think season 1 is that bad. Third season is ZZZ, true. Black Clover... Overlord a 3? Okay, listen, buddy. You can't be giving Overlord a 3 and Code Geass a 9. Okay? It says 3 in the title, though. True. Rising of the Shield Hero, you watch 5 out of 13 episodes of Rising of the Shield Hero, you should be put on a list. Overall, it's not that bad, though, I think. I think one thing you guys have to keep in mind is that a lot of the time for, like, the poorly rated shows, people are gonna be like, you're not looking through your list of shows you ranked a 2 before you rank something a 1, right? Like, you're... I don't expect as much care to be put in scores ranging from 1 to 6 as I do in scores ranging from 7 to 10. A 5 for Devilman Crybaby. First season of Overlord. Assassination Classroom. Maybe this is bad. Maybe you shouldn't be allowed to be in chat. Okay. What are your thoughts on... Rent a Girlfriend is a 7? Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to give you a week off. Thanks, boss. Okay, wait. Actually, let's make a poll. Should we ban this user? Yes or no? Wait, chat, is this good content? Should we review people's My Anime list and then poll if we should ban them or not? Alright, this is a clear yes. It's not actually gonna be a ban, it's gonna be... We're gonna give them 8 hours. See you tomorrow, buddy. Alright, who's next? Any volunteers? Ban me next. I can't click on it, chat is going too fast. What the fuck is Gojo Ramsey? Jesus Christ. Oh, you have a lot of 10s. Okay. FMAB a 10. Okay. JoJo Season 4. Okay. Mob Psycho. Is this another... Season 3 is the best one! What's wrong with you guys? Whatever. Vinland Saga Season 1 and 2 out of 10. I think you're kind of delusional. I think you're a little tiny bit delusional. Personally. Season 2, I'm there. I'm there with you. 100% there with you. Okay? Season 1? Okay. Let's look at what else is high. See if there's anything that shouldn't be. Ooh, interesting. Devilman Crybaby given a 9. Megalobox given... Wait. Where's Nomad? No! No! Wait, so you have Vinland Saga Season 1 as high as Season 2. You have Mob Psycho Season 1 and 2 at higher than Season 3. And you have Megalobox Season 1 2 points higher than Nomad. I think you just hate sequels, man. I think you just really fucking hate sequels. Or character development. I think it's probably character development you hate, actually. Anyways. Cautious Hero is given a 9 and Nomad gets a 7. Are we serious right now? Really? Are we being for real? Apothecary Diaries gets the 9. Freeman gets... Okay. Wait, chat, should I actually make a My Anime List account? And talk about shows I've watched? Maybe we can do that. Sign up. Sign up with Google. Let's use this email. This username already exists? Which one of you motherfuckers stole my username? Ahoy, what the fuck? Okay. Check their list? Wait, true. I don't know how. Whatever, I don't care. Alright, chat. Add to list. Completed. Select score. I hate that you can't give 0.5s. I would give Freerin an 8.5 if I could. Alright. FMAB. I guess I'll give it a 7. I think 7 is fair. Steins Gate, it's been too long, so I'm not gonna rank it. Attack on Titan, I don't know which season is what, so I'm not gonna rank it. I'm gonna rank season, like, just the first one. What didn't you like about FMB? It's just, the pacing is really bad, especially early on. Not just the pacing, the exposition is also really bad. I don't know, man. It just didn't do it for me. Hunter x Hunter. Does Hunter x Hunter get an 8 or a 7? 9? No. Maybe it would get a 9 if Chimera and Tark didn't exist. But does that arc take it down 2 points to a 7 or only 1 point to an 8? Keeping in mind, I've given Freerin an 8. Is Hunter x Hunter as good as Freerin? No. Is it in the same range? Probably. I think I'm okay with an 8. Same thing for Kaguya-sama. I need to rewatch it to know which season is what. Silent voice. Ooh. This one is hard. This one is hard. Silent voice is definitely in my top 10. But how many shows do I really want to give a 10? I'm giving a 10 to Mob Psycho. Season 3. I'm not sure if I'll give a 10 to the other 2 seasons, or if there'll be a 9. I'm giving a 10 to Vinland Saga Season 2. I'll give it a 9. I think that's the first 9 we give, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Code Geass Season 2. Chad, is it bad or very bad? I think it's just bad. Okay. I don't want to give something I watched only like 2 days ago a 10. My heart wants to give this a 10 though. My heart really wants to give Apothecary Diaries a 10. Fuck it. I'm doing it. I don't care. If I change my mind, I can always just come back and change it. What do I think about Kingdom? Let me give it the rate. It's been a while since I watched Kingdom. Yeah, I really liked the first season and a half of Kingdom, but it started falling off for me afterwards. I don't think I'll rank it because it's been too long. I'll give it a rewatch before I rank it. Jujutsu Kaisen second season. Oh boy. I won't give it a score because I didn't watch all of it, but I will say that I dropped it. Because it was too bad. Vinland Saga Season 2. No doubt in my mind it's a 10. Okay, Mob Psycho Season 2. I think is also a 10. I think I'll have seasons 2 and 3 as a 10 and season 1 as a 9. I think that's what I'll do. Bocchi the Rock. Wait, can I like zoom in? Yeah, I can zoom in. I'm gonna make you guys mad. I know I will. You guys aren't gonna like this. I'd give it a 7.5. But I cannot. Haikyuu? Which season is that? Versus Shirato Rizawa. I think it's the best season. I'll give it an 8. Hajime no Ippo? I think it's a 7 from me. I think a solid 7. This is like the third time I see the final season. Vinland Saga Season 1. I think I'll give an 8. It's so far behind Season 2. I don't think it deserves a 9. Demon Slayer? I think this is gonna be a hot take. Wait, which arc is that? Do I want to rank each season of Demon Slayer individually? No, I don't. I really don't. I'll rank it as a whole when we get to the Season 1. One Piece. I've watched around 1,000 episodes. I'll give it a 7, I think. I think at its best, One Piece is almost a 10. I think Water 7 is like a solid 9.5. I don't think I'd give it a 10 if it was ranked like by itself. But it would be a solid 9. But at its worst, it's like a 4. And the pacing is often really bad. Yeah. Mob Psycho Season 3. Yep. Okay. But yeah, Season 1. Probably also a 4. Just bad. Not very bad, but bad. Great Teacher Onizuka. deserve an 8? I don't know. It is funny. But it is dated. What else have I given an 8? I gave 7 to One Piece. I gave Frieren an 8. Hunter x Hunter. Nah, I don't think it gets an 8. I think it gets a 7. I want to stay consistent and not just go off vibes. Frieren should be a 7. I disagree. I thought it was good. Oh no. I don't think I should rank this one. I did not like Howl's Moving Castle at all. I think you guys are gonna get mad at me if I rank it. I'm not gonna rank it. I don't have strong thoughts about it though. I was kind of multitasking when I watched it. Because it was not holding my attention. Death Note. You can rank Death Note. I think 7 is fine. Meh. 6? No, I think it's a 7. Haikyuu second season? Which one is that? I think it's a 7. Dungeon Meshi. I'll give it a 7, I think. It's alright. Cyberpunk Edge Runners, I think, gets a 6 from me. Fell off way too hard in the last 2 episodes. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1. See, the thing about Jujutsu Kaisen is that I thought that Season 1 was actually pretty good. Season 2 was so boring and made me drop it entirely. But Season 1, I was enjoying myself all the way through. What do you think his score mean will be? Over or under 6.5? It depends on how far we get. Right? I'm ranking by top anime right now, right? So, generally, it's going to be mostly good shows. The further we get into this list, though, the more bad shows we're gonna see. Because I did rank season 2 individually already, or rather, I signified that I dropped it. I think it's fine to evaluate season 1 as by itself here, and I think a season 1 is actually a solid 8. Which adaptation is this? The old one, yeah. I'm not gonna rank it. JoJo Part 5. I think it gets an 8 from me. I think JoJo Part 5 is like a very good example of an average JoJo season. And I think an average JoJo season, I think JoJo as a whole is probably an 8. So, yeah, I feel pretty comfortable with an 8 here. I think I'll give season 5 an 8. Season 4 a 9. Season 3 a 6. Season 2 is, or part 2, whatever. Actually, part 2 and part 1 are together, right? So I'd probably give it a 7 for both of them together. Alright. Part 6? I need to rewatch it. I'm not sure. Okay, so I will rank Attack on Titan as a whole here. I'm not gonna rank each season individually. I'll rank it as a whole. And I think it gets a 9 from me. It's not a 10 because it's not Mob Psycho, but I really do think it deserves a 9. Wow, they have part 6 split into 3 parts? That is crazy, man. Nah. I'm good, man. I'm good. Slam dunk. Okay, what? What do I have as 7s and 8s? One Piece, 7. GTO, 7. Okay, Slam Dunk is probably a 7 as well, then. Spy Family. Probably a 7 as well. Yeah, probably a 7 as well. Yeah, like right now the problem is there's too many good shows here, so it looks like I'm being generous with everything. But like, I don't know. Anyways, JoJo Part 4 is a 9. Mob Psycho Season 1 is a 9. One Punch Man is an 8, I think. Yeah, it's an 8. JoJo Part 3 Season 2. Probably a 5. 6. 5, 6. 5. 4. I ranked Code Geass a 4. It's not that bad. I'll give it a 5. What makes a show a 10 in your opinion? I don't think there's a checklist of things that make a show a 10. Because different shows are trying to do different things, right? Like, the shows that I consider to be 10s are Mob Psycho, Vinland Saga, and tentatively Apothecary Diaries. 2 of them is because of their... Well, Mob Psycho is because of the character development. I guess to some extent, all 3 of them is because of the character development. So I guess that's probably the main thing that's gonna push a show over the line of just being great and into being a 10 for me. But yeah. Psyche K is a solid 9. Skip to Hunter x Hunter. It's the 1999 one. I haven't watched that one. Psyche K Season 2 is also a 9. There's a lot of fucking movies and seasons, different seasons mixed in. But like, when a show's just whatever, I don't remember which season was the best one, or like, I don't want to rank seasons individually for whatever shows, you know? One ounce, okay, 1 ounce is a good one. Seven, same as GTO, definitely not. I think 1 ounce is much better. Okay, you know what? Instead of top score, can I sort by most, like, most popular? I think I can, right? What is this? I can't. How do I do that? Most popular. There we go. Okay. Sword Art Online. I think Sword Art Online Season 1 is a definition of average. Wait, did I not rank Demon Slayer? Oh, I must have ranked a specific season by accident. No, I ranked... It wasn't by accident. Its best season was an 8. Well, as a whole, it's a 7. My Hero... I think it's a 6. I think that's actually my first 6. Naruto, the original one. Not Shippuden. Probably a 6 as well. I feel comfortable with that. Tokyo Ghoul Season 1. Also a 6. Yeah. Naruto Shippuden. A 3. Shippuden is a lot worse than the original Naruto. Assassination Classroom. I think it's a 7. Future Diaries. Is it worse than Naruto? Or is it more like Code Geass? I think it's about as bad as Naruto. Is that Parasite? It is Parasite, right? Yeah, it is. I think Parasite gets an 8 from me. It's a weaker 8 than, like, Frieren, for example. It's more along the lines of, like, Hunter x Hunter, but yeah. Tokyo Ghoul Season 2. It was ass. Dr. Stone. It was okay. Give it a 7. No, actually, I think I should give it a 5 or a 6. Sorry. Would you rate Fear and higher if you like the genre? Maybe. I get a feeling that I will like Freeren's second season more than its first one. Fairy Tail as a whole is better than Naruto Shippuden, worse than normal Naruto. Agreed? Agreed. One Punch Man second season is probably a 6. Black Clover. What did I have My Hero at? Was it a 6 or a 7? How did that as 6? Did you really watch the entirety of Black Clover? I watched like 150 episodes, and I watched a YouTube summary of the episodes I didn't watch, so yeah, close enough. I think it's better than My Hero. I'll give it a 7. No, it's not that much better. I'll give it a 6. OG JoJo probably gets a 6 as well. Maybe a 7. High School of the Dead. This was one of the first anime I've watched. I think it gets a solid 1. Maybe I should rank Howl's Moving Castle, chat. Sus first anime. Bro, I was like 12, okay? I'm sorry. I'm gonna give House Moving Castle a 6. I'm sorry. Devilman Crybaby. I think I will give an 8. I feel bad that I've watched this. Like, I feel shame. I don't feel ashamed about High School of the Dead because I was 12 and I didn't know better. I watched this as an adult. I watched this when it came out. I have no excuse. Bro watched weekly? No, I would have dropped it if I did. I generally don't like watching shows weekly. I just binge them in a day. Ugh. Okay. Um. Hmm. The thing is that there's a lot of these shows that I have watched, but it was like 6, 7 years ago when I was much younger and much dumber, and I barely even remember them. So like I don't want to give them a ranking because I'm sure if I rewatch them now, I would not really think the same about them. Hmm. The fuck is that? Oh yeah. Huh. I'll give it fine. How many do we have so far? I feel like people will not be happy seeing that I have Howl's Moving Castle and my hero has the same score. But yeah, I think I stand by that. And the miss. Oh god. Apologize to Miyazaki. How about you tell him to make better movies instead, huh? Hmm? We can look at like what's come out recently that I've watched. It deserves a 1. 100% deserved. This one wasn't as bad. This one I'll give a 5. How do you watch a series that's bad without dropping them midway? I mean, it's 12 episodes. So just a few hours. I wouldn't watch a fucking, like, 50 episode show. What was this one again? I know I watched it, like, in the last few days, but I don't remember what the fuck it was about. Wait, let's look at the character list. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was kind of ass. Don't think I watched anything else from this season. I did watch Marshall, and it was a lot better than that trash, but it still wasn't great. Give it a 6, probably. We've already ranked Dungeon Meshi. Wrong way to use healing magic, which was surprisingly fine. Good? No, fine. In no way, bro gave Mashal the same score as Howl's. You're right. You're right. I should give it a 7. That's a good point. You've put things into perspective for me. I don't think that's what you wanted to do, but you have a point, honestly. That might be it. All I watched from this season of anime. I don't even know if I watched anything from fall 2023. Oh, I guess I did. They're the season 2 of this shit? Jesus Christ. What is wrong with you guys? Eminence and Shadow season 2. They're horrible. Horrible, yeah. Fuck is that? Okay. I don't think I've watched anything else here. I don't believe so. Summer 2023. Have I not watched a single thing from this? Oh, that's possible, actually. Report as a vending machine. Oh, I watched this one. It was ass. Why? I told you guys a few days ago. I went to the search bar and I entered level. And I watched everything. It was funny. I knew I was getting into some garbage, and it was garbage. And I had a nice time with the garbage. I didn't watch this one. It didn't look good. Or rather, it didn't look fun good. Bad. It looked bad. Okay, I think that's it. We did watch Marshall. It was fine. Man, I haven't watched a lot of this. I mean, it doesn't look good, but still. Hmm. Oh, Evidence and Shadow Season 1! Perfect! It was horrible. Yeah. I think that's gonna be it for now. We can take a look at what my overall scoring looks like. Mean score 6.3. I think that's around what I would like for it to be. Real gameplay time? Soon. Only 2 hours in. That's fine. I'm just stalling a little bit. Bro watches so many bad anime, I'm surprised it isn't lower. The main reason why it isn't lower is because unless I feel very strongly about it being bad, I'm just gonna rank it 4 because in their scoring system, 4 is bad. You know? But like, I don't know if you can see. Yeah. There's just a pretty good amount of 4s, you know? I have more 4s than 3s, 2s, and 1s together. If I ranked every single thing I've ever watched, 6s would probably be a lot heavier, and 4s as well. 410s is respectable. It's not even 410s, because 2 of them are just 2 different seasons of the same show. But it's also worth saying that every single other ranking here would have more shows if I ranked every show I've watched, except 10s. There is nothing else I would give a 10, right? But there's a lot of other things I would give 9s, 8s, 7s, 6s, 5s, etc., right? If I ranked every single thing I've ever watched. But yeah, the stuff I have... What's the stuff I have? I have ranked the lowest. High School of the Dead, Re-Monster, Goblin Slayer, Eminence and Shadow, Naruto Shippuden, Future Diary, Code Geass, Fairy Tail, Tokyo Ghoul Route A, weird ass fucking isekai garbage. Yeah, I think that makes sense. You also own this Zajef77? I don't think so. Actually, I think I do. Looking at what's here, what I didn't rank a lot. I only ranked 5 shows. And I made this account like 6 years ago. That does line up with what I thought about these things 6 years ago. Out of the 5 shows I lied. So it probably is my account, yeah. I lied about this. I didn't actually watch all of it. But like all of these things are things that I've watched as well. But a lot of them I don't remember them enough to give them an actual score anyways. Anyways. But yeah, I definitely think I definitely think I stand by my like high scores as well. Mob Psycho seasons 2 and 3, Vinland Saga season 2, Apothecary Diaries is my 10s. Then I has 9, 1 Out, Attack on Titan, Silent Voice, JoJo season 4, Mob Psycho season 1, Psyche-K. Yeah. That is my 8s. Hunter x Hunter, Parasite, One Punch Man, Haikyuu season 3, Devilman Crybaby, Vinland Saga season 1, JoJo season 5 or part 5, Jujutsu Kaisen season 1. Actually, it's gonna be a 7, I think. Looking at the rest of this of the 8s, yeah, it's gonna be a 7. No takesies backsies. I'll do what I want. Like looking at the other. What arc are you on in One Piece? I'm caught up to everything that happened in Wano. I'm somewhat aware of what happens in Egghead, but only through YouTube videos from Grand Line reviews. Go free run to a 7. I feel like someone's been saying this for the past like 20 minutes. Is it you or is it just different people? Anyways, you said Goblin Slayer was a 6, so I don't think your opinion matters. Sorry. But no, I think Freeman deserves an 8. For sure. Like, if anything, it's a strong 8. Compared to the other 8s, I think it's not as good as Vinland Saga Season 1. And I think that's it. I think it's probably the second highest of the 8s. How come you dropped the new season of Jujutsu Kaisen but like the first season? Because the new season was fucking boring as shit. Anyway, 7s, Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece, Slam Dunk, GTO, Hajime no Ippo, Death Note, FMEB, Assassination Classroom, the rest of Haikyuu, Yuri on Ice, Demon Slayer, Bochi the Rock, Spy Family, Dungeon Meshi, Mashal. Okay, I put Mashal as a 7 because someone said Howl's Moving Castle is the same as Mashal, and I wanted to be funny, but I don't think it's a 7. I'll put it where it belongs. And then for 6, Mashal, OG Naruto, Howl's Moving Castle, JoJo Part 1 and 2, Tokyo Ghoul Season 1, My Hero Academia, One Punch Man Season 2. Maybe One Punch Man Season 2 is a 7, actually. Looking at what else is in 6, yeah, it's a 7. It's not that bad. Is JoJo Part 3 really a 5? Might be a 4. But it's really bad. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe Code Geass needs to be a 3 then. Because I feel more strongly about disliking Code Geass than I do about anything else that's in 4. But it's not that bad. Eh, whatever. What would you give Arcane? Solid 9. Yeah, if you guys have questions about non-anime media and where I'd rank it in this, go ahead. I think Arcane would be a 9. I don't know what would be a 10. Would anything else be a 10? Game of Thrones? I haven't watched Game of Thrones. I watched the first few episodes and it didn't click for me. Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. I still haven't finished Breaking Bad. I can't watch the last season. The first few episodes just I can't. It's just I don't know. I know it's good, but I just don't have it in me, man. The first few episodes are just so boring. Have you watched Andor? I have not watched Andor yet. I plan on watching it at some point. The Boys. I think The Boys would be an 8. It would probably be a high 8. Lord of the Rings. I don't love Lord of the Rings. I don't think it's bad, but I don't know. I don't love it. What about Better Call Saul? Probably a 9. What would you rate Shrek? Ooh, good question. Probably a 9 as well. Shrek 2 might be a 10. I don't feel strongly enough about it to be confident giving it a 10 though. Invincible? Season 1, 9. Season 2, 8, probably. Spider-Verse, 10. Spider-Verse would be a 10. Both the first and the second movie. What about The Office? Looking at these... Probably a 6. Severance? 9, maybe? Have you watched Everything Everywhere All at Once? No. I want to watch it, but I keep forgoing. Coco? Either a 7 or an 8. Have you watched Barry? I want to. But I haven't watched it yet. Genshin content drought is real? Oh yeah, it is. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Ooh. I don't know. I feel like it's better than every 9 on the list, but it's worse than every 10 on the list. I don't know if I'd put it as a 9 or a 10. I think it'd be a 9. The cartoon or the adaptation? Oh, the Netflix adaptation is a fucking 6 at best. Dexter? Dexter season 1 would probably be maybe an 8. And I think everything after that would be like a 5. Maybe the season with Miguel Prado would be a 6 instead of a 5, but yeah. What did you think of the One Piece live action? I thought it was pretty good. The thing about One Piece is that it's so dense with things that it's really difficult to adapt it in a way that is both accurate to the original and not 1,000 episodes. Like, as much as One Piece's pacing sucks, One Piece, if it was paced well, wouldn't be 200 episodes. It'd be like 800. Which is still a fuck ton of episodes, right? Like, it's still a lot. And I think they did really well with what they had to do. I think I'd give it a 7 as well. You have a guilty pleasure show? I mean, like, shows that I've ranked low but I really enjoy watching still. Not really for anime. I don't really think so, no. If I could choose between a show I think is good and a show I think is bad, I would generally rather pick a show that I think is good. Will you check my minus 15k? Fine. Anyways. Let's... I don't know. Let's go do ley lines. Kinda can't be bothered figuring out what I want to do today, so I'll just do ley lines. Where the fuck? Watch Monogatari series so you can score it. Fishing. Nah.
Laid back. Into the wind.
I've already tried. It just wasn't for me. You don't have a show you've rewatched more than once? I watched One Piece more than once.
Solidify.
But it's not really a guilty pleasure, it's just that when I have nothing to do, I always know I can just go rewatch One Piece. Because I'll probably turn 30 before I've watched One Piece enough times to be bored of it. Because it's hard to watch One Piece a lot of times. Because there's a lot of episodes.
Gather.
Wind strider.
The pre-time skip humor is peak. I disagree. I think One Piece humor is kind of held back a lot by Sanji. One Piece would be a lot funnier if Sanji would just shut the fuck up sometimes. A bit of Brook too. I don't mind Brook as much as Sanji. Cause like, it's weird, but also like,
Laid bare.
I don't know, it kind of feels like it doesn't matter. Like he's just yapping, right?
Miscalculated.
Like I don't find it funny, but it doesn't bother me that much. It's more like Nick making a horny joke, you know? Like, you're just like, okay, buddy, good one, you know? And then you move on to something else. Like, between Brook and Sanji, Brook is a lot more bearable. You getting anyone from 5.0? I'm gonna go for both. Oh, fuck. What have I done, chat? No. Chat, yapping about anime has been kind of fun today.
Thank you for
I appreciate you guys vibing here while we're just yapping. Have you logged into any other gacha recently? I'm still doing my dailies on ZZZ every day. Almost every day.
There'll be an extra fee for that.
I want to reach 45 and try the, like, quote-unquote difficult Hollow Zero before I drop it entirely. You don't like Sanji? I like him a lot. I mean, outside of his fucking horny, haha, funny sexual harassment thing, Sanji's a cool character. But, like, it's difficult for me to look past it. Personally, characters where sexual harassment is part of their personality tend to be a little bit less likable for me. Based, I like him too. Zaj is just a boomer. Actually, sexual harassment is very much boomer humor. I think you're the boomer for liking him. God. Would you pick between the two, Sanji or Zoro? I mean, definitely Zoro. Zoro is racist. I mean, I guess. But oh, okay, Skullsy, it is not racist allegedly versus horny, okay? It's racist allegedly versus actual sexual harasser. Not allegedly. Like, you're talking about a guy whose dream is to fucking eat the fucking invisible fruit so he can, like, sneak into girls' showers and shit. Like, you know? That joke of Zoro being racist is the only thing I know about One Piece. Nice. Man. Oda wrote Absalom just so that Sanji wouldn't be the creepiest motherfucker in One Piece? Good question. You have any thoughts about Kachina? I haven't heard you talk much about her yet. She's really bad, but the new Nutland artifact set for supports is really good, which is going to make her somewhat playable. Have you seen this? Yeah, the like artifact selector thing, but yeah. This line, this is why I'm holding off on being excited.
Into my eyes is
There may be limits on the number of main or substats you can choose.
see.
Yeah.
So hard to pick the perfect gift.
I heard down the grapevine that Chioria Boutique just got some welcome or Chioria Boutique.
Anyways, I don't really care.
They really are a cut above.
Would you rather have a better Bennett or a better Kaya? You can interpret better however you'd like. Definitely a better Kaya. They wouldn't release a better Bennett as a 4-star, and I don't like when there's a lot of 5-stars that you quote-unquote have to get to be able to build your teams. Right? Like, I don't like how reliant on Farina some units can be. I don't know.
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Hmm.
Can we play Banker next time?
Have you seen the Moe's VA thing? A little bit. Haven't heard too much about it because it's Star Rail, but aware. Aware. Has Sunday's VA been replaced? Probably won't get replaced. Moses' VA might get replaced. I doubt Sunday's VA is gonna get replaced. Why would Sunday VA get replaced? Isn't he just defending Mo's VA? Because defending that behavior is not a good look. I get what you're saying. Like, what he. It's a lot less bad, but it's still kind of fucking terrible. It's more understandable because, like, I mean, I don't know what their relationship is, but if like, I don't know, man. He's defending him, saying someone's yeah, but like, I think the point is that apparently he did not actually reach out to victims and apologize, and so you don't get to just say, "Oh no, I'm a good guy now," if you haven't actually put in the work to I don't think he should be fired, but it was a garbage take. I mean,
Can we play banker next time? Yep, you're right.
if I was making a game and I saw that one of the voice actors for one of the characters that I have in my game said some shit like that, I would not hesitate to fire them. On the other hand, it's very possible that they don't have legal grounds to stand on to actually fire him. I doubt it, but it's possible. Most companies have social media behavior guidelines in their contracts. Yeah, but I doubt. The situation is what makes it bad. But what he has actually said is people can change effectively, right? Which is probably not something that is explicitly not allowed within his contract. And does the contract actually go, like, do any restrictions on social media behavior actually go in detail enough? Maybe. Maybe not, I don't know. Right? The reality is that Hoyo doesn't actually care. They'll fire him if the backlash is big enough. But otherwise they won't. Because it's a lot of work. And, like, let's be honest, this is a fucking gacha company. They don't give a shit about their employees doing bad shit. You fire someone without legal issue? It depends.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Considering how shitty it is to be a voice actor, honestly, probably, but I don't know. I doubt, I mean, voice actors in general don't tend to have the best employment protection. I even want to do today? Do I even care about doing anything? I don't know. Okay, use business.
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please. Staring into my eyes is ill-advised.
Did he test Chun-Li already? No, I don't think I will. I don't really care. I don't feel like I need to test her to get an idea of how good she is. And I barely play Withering Waves anymore. Chun-Li is an okay unit. She does not really stand out. She's worse than Jinshi, but she's okay. She's alright. That I want to share a pet peeve of mine with you guys. It makes me mad slash sad when people post videos of juggling enemies in Withering Waves. Or in ZZZ, or in Genshin. More sad than mad. Because I just see that, and I'm like... Thank you for the 5 gifted. I just see that, and I'm sitting there like... This is cool. Why does it... Why do things like this not matter in these games? Why does the flashy shit like this not do anything? What's juggling enemies? It's just keeping enemies in the air or some shit. By chaining attacks that that knock them up or back or down or whatever. Like, imagine if Genshin fall damage was based on time spent in air instead of speed upon hitting the ground. I don't know, man. Huge venti buff, true.
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
I heard down the grapevine that Chia Rio boutique just got some new fabrics in.
Do you guys really get bored from moew or gacha games in general? Now all I see is hate on moew. The thing about moew is that it has very similar issues to Genshin when it comes to the sort of content that it has for long-term players. But unlike Genshin, the early progression is really fast, which means that people are already in this stage of feeling like they have nothing to do, even though we're only in patch 1.1 of the game. People feel as bored and tired of what there is to do as we did in Genshin in like 1.4, 1.5. Because there isn't really anything to look forward to. You get your good gear, like your decent gear, way too quickly. And then any improvements to that gear is resin or like wave plate gated in a way that makes it incredibly slow. So you're just sitting there, not really improving day to day. And it's just... eh. Like... the fact that you can get 5-star echoes as early as you can in moew is really good for the early game experience, and it makes it a lot more proactive and like fun early. But it also means that, well, once you do have them, the fuck are you gonna do? Improve your substats? I mean, sure. But the average improvement in substats takes like multiple days of echo farming's worth of XP, you know? Isn't that the same as Genshin? It's the same as Genshin now, yeah. But it took a while for people to get to this point in Genshin. Like, you had something to look forward to for a really long time in Genshin because the early progression was a lot slower, so they didn't need to give you other things to do. And by the time you got to that point in Genshin, we already had a couple of map expansions that were actually pretty big and full of content. But yeah, like, I really do think Withering Waves shot itself in the foot a little bit by both having, like, 5-star echoes be available so early, but also resin-gating progression in a way that made it so that effectively after like 3 weeks of playing, your only real form of progression left is getting union levels and being able to ascend your characters.
So hard to pick the perfect gift.
They have. In fact, I've already put in my order. I heard down the grapevine that ChesseBurgers Boutique just got some new fabrics in. They have.
So hard to pick the
I
perfect
heard
gift.
down the grapevine that ChesseBurgers Boutique just got some new fabrics in.
So hard to pick the perfect gift.
I heard down the grapevine that ChesseBurgers Boutique just got some new fabrics in.
Hmm.
They really are cut above.
You think Curl bit more than they could chew, like for something like that, or they knew beforehand? I think they knew what they were getting into. A lot of the changes they did from CBT2 to live, and a lot of the changes they did after live release,
I've already put in my order. That ChesseBurgers Boutique just got some new fabrics in.
to me, it says we want you guys to be able to have fun
Something
as soon as possible with the content that we've made.
undivided
And once you're done with that, treat this like any other gacha game where you log in for 5 minutes a day.
So hard to pick the perfect gift.
I heard down the grapevine that ChesseBurgers Boutique just got some new fabrics in. They have. In fact, I've already put in my order. They really are cut above.
So hard to pick the
You think it also comes from giving out too much stuff early? I mean, I think the fact that they didn't really care to flesh out their roguelite mode enough to have actual replayability was a massive missed opportunity. Like, the whole point of roguelite modes is that they can be replayed. If you don't design them to try to make that replayability fun, what are you doing? Right? Like, I stand by the fact that Simulated Universe is the reason why Star Rail has garnered the popularity that it has and kept it for so long. Like, the reality is that unless you play Star Rail every single fucking hour of your day, it is going to take you a long ass fucking time to fully complete everything in Simu. And you're not supposed to complete everything. There's a lot of the later stuff gives you very small rewards, right? Like, they're almost cosmetic rewards. And it's designed this way. It's designed to make you feel like you always have something that you can be doing, but that you don't need to do. Star Rail is more popular than... Star Rail is not more popular than Genshin. That's just not true. Star Rail gets more views on social, makes more... What? What are you talking about? Makes more money. I would be very curious to see your source for that. Because that definitely does not align with any of the sales stuff that I've seen. There was like 1 month where Star Rail outperformed Genshin in sales. Maybe 2? Star Rail could have more sales, they release more characters on average. I mean, they do release more characters and tend to have much more valuable weapons and early constellations. But none of the data I've seen, at least, suggests that they are making more money. If they were as popular, it should be making a lot more money, but... Can you do a backflip? No. Oh. Even if Genshin had content, I would still do running around streams. Sometimes just yapping is nice.
They have. In fact, I've already put in my order. They really are a cut above.
Not necessarily more revenue, but Star Rail has higher margins for sure. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, you're definitely right that Star Rail has much higher margins. Advertisements aside. But also, honestly, I'm pretty sure they spend more on marketing on both Genshin and Star Rail. I'm pretty sure they spend more on marketing than everything else combined. I don't think you realize how dirty fucking profitable gacha games are. Like, I would not be surprised if marketing is more than 50% of their spending. Which makes it so that even though they probably have better margins, marketing aside, I don't know if they actually do have better margins. Because I definitely see a lot more Star Rail ads than Genshin.
So hard to pick the perfect gift.
A lot more. I don't know if that's also true for you guys. I've never seen a Genshin app, but a ton of Honkai. Yeah, that's kind of my experience as well. Like, I barely ever see Genshin ads anymore. But I still see a lot of Star Rail ads. A lot of Star Rail sponsors as well. I can't remember the last time I've seen a Genshin Impact sponsor on a non-Genshin video. But I see them for Star Rail all the time. I think Oyo's embarrassed for promos Genshin much. No, I think they realized that most of the people that they could get to play Genshin already play Genshin. And that the ROI for marketing Genshin just isn't as high as the ROI for other games anymore. Yeah, like they'll do a few sponsors for Genshin on like big versions. Like we'll probably see a few for Natlan, but it definitely feels like how I see is Chutan. True. It definitely feels like the marketing budget for Genshin isn't as high as Star Rail. I mean, I think it makes sense. They already have such a high player base. Such a large player base. Yeah, so actually, I wonder, marketing included, I think it's very possible that Genshin has better margins than Star Rail, even though it's a game that requires a lot more dev upkeep. That'd be something I'd be very curious to know about. I don't think we'll ever see real data for that, though. Is Hoyo public or private? They're not publicly traded, so you're not going to be able to find a lot of the tax documents you could find if they were publicly traded. Which is why I doubt we'll ever have actual real data and stuff like that. What do you think of Kachina and Navia teams as a Chiori replacement? Should work pretty well. Anyways. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, okay. I think there is a real possibility they improve Imaginarium Theater to actually be decent. The changes that have been leaked are in the right directions, right? Like, making blessings stronger and more important is what they need to do to make it more fun. Right? In its current state, it's fucking awful. But yeah. Issue is, why did IT need changes at all? Why wasn't it good from the start like Simu? Yeah, I mean, I don't know, honestly. Like, I feel like anyone there's no way someone who is actually like a game developer would make Imaginarium Theater and not realize how much of a fucking dog shit mode it is. Like, I feel like it's just not possible. There's no way you don't realize that.
Off we go.
Like, it almost feels like they intentionally released it in a shit state so that they could have people be happy with them listening to the feedback and changing it.
Off we go.
Right? Seeing how much or how responsive Kuro is to feedback and like, oh, we're responsive too, look. Like, I feel like there's no way someone whose actual job it is to develop games could release a mode like that and not realize how dog shit it is. Why is only the first two bushes and that thing respawning?
Adventure time.
Maybe the Genshin overworld map is separated in chunks. And it doesn't respawn as long as you stand in the same chunk. Yeah. Wait. Look at here, where the bushes are respawning. Okay, it's not chunks, it's just distance. Okay. It is just distance, I see. Ugh. Anyways, I think that might be it for today. Tomorrow,
Off we go.
maybe we make a first impressions video on Milani and Kanich. And then... yeah. Alright, we can raid... Hmm. Oh. That is going to be 8 hours. We can raid... I don't want to just raid someone and then dip. I'm gonna be watching Frost Prime, so we can raid Frost Prime. Agreed? Agreed. You guys want to see someone who's actually good at Slay the Spire? Go say
Some
hi,
airports have been
smile.
like crazy backed up since the CrowdStrike shit.
Alright.